do not want to hold them because you cannot use them, but you do not want to give them to Ebelfirth because he has not paid you. But you will not give them to me because
Are you going to pay me?
I have told you I will swear an oath to only give them to Ebelfirth when he pays you.
I'm gonna open up my chest plate. I'm gonna put my snake brew back in there and be like, "Would you trade it for the remains of?" And be like, "Listen, shake the bag and listen to it. At least 95% of the remains of a dragonborn."
Would you like the corpse of your old character?
Some wild power I'm handing you right now.
I can see that this conversation is not getting any of us far at all.
Be like, I can hold the diamonds, and if I use them on anyone but you, Mordecai, I will provide you some compensation. Does that sound fair?
Maybe I'll just hold on to him. Maybe I'll find more gold than 500 gold for these diamonds.
What? You're going to sell them?
No, I just wanted to see your reaction, Malik. You fed into it quite well. I'm not going to give you the diamonds in this crowded stairwell, though, Sir Ebelford. That would be quite foolish. King's Landing is dark and full of terrors.
Someone told me it was wet and full of sadness, but I don't know what he meant by that.
Well, when it gets dark, it is definitely dark and full of terrors as well.
The wet and full of sadness is coming from the fish market specifically, sir.
That does sound accurate.
The black water does rush indeed.
So where are we next? Have you delivered the tincture to the purchaser?
It sounded like that was just going to be done. I think that fucking weird woman is just taking care of it, I believe.
So providing money to strange women in strange shops is... How did it go? Was it an easy transaction?
I don't think that we need to talk about it.
I'm gonna scratch the back of my head uncomfortably.
I'm gonna take the general silence and be like, "Do you need me to restore you in some way?"
No.
He's all right. I took care of it.
Do you need the mold of bread too?
No.
I think he needs a stiff drink. Isn't that right, Mordecai?
I think that you should just simply know if it were not for our current level of responsibility, I don't think that woman would be breathing anymore.
Some people are alive strictly because it would cost too much to kill them. All right, so I recommend we go anywhere that serves fine ale and spirits, except the mermaid, because I cannot smell titty milk right now.
I thought it was pretty good.
Just drinking White Russians all night.
Yeah, I suddenly just gag reflex just immediately triggers on thinking about titty milk. No titty milk.
Yeah, but bars are easy, easy to see. They're everywhere, especially as the sun goes down. It's pretty fast and loose in King's Landing, so they're all over the place. Most of them don't have names; they're just general wine sinks that are known by their location, but they're on every street.
Perfect. Is that all we had to do, or are we? Do I recall that we were going to try to go into the dragon pit?
Well, I would like to do that after I have my armor, if at all possible. It should be done in approximately, well, after tonight, 2 days.
So should we try to seek more information on the coronation?
I think that would be good, but from what I understand, they are just waiting on the Dornish to show up, right?
Can I look around the sept and see if there's a priest around or anyone who of some seniority who looks somewhat important from the Sept of Baelor?
There definitely are septons inside the Great Sept for sure. Yeah, they're all over the place. There's septas as well, so men and women of the seven, absolutely.
Yeah, if I see one passing who looks a little older and probably not so wet behind the ears and new, freshly shaved as they were, I'm gonna just be like, brother or sister, between us of the faith, any rumors on how far out the Dornish are?
I've heard that they're arriving imminently. I suppose I was told there was some sort of um, trouble along the King's Road blocking their way. But now it seems that's been taken care of.
Hmm. Interesting. Malik, I think we may not have time to wait for your armor if we wish to get this done before the coronation.
Ah, well, I suppose we can do it tomorrow then.
I think that would be in our best interest. Mordecai, what say you?
Say that one more time, Sir Ableford.
Mordecai, what say you to entering the dragon pit in the morning?
Well, we do have a garb fitting in the morning, so we might have to wait till after that.
Blasted tailors, my least.
How long could that possibly take?
Well, hours.
It depends, Malik. You are not exactly of normal cut and size.
I look down at myself. I take your point.
Yes, our the majority of our party are quite varying in sizes, actually.
Where is that little guy?
The nose picker, or are you talking about Ed?
No, Ed is at the tavern, I think.
Yeah, what are you
Left
doing,
him
Rich?
alone?
What's
Called him
Rickard
the
up to?
Nose picker.
Rickard got his short sword in rapier, I believe. That's the last thing I remember you doing.
Oh, somebody convinced him that that the lady that sold the potions was beautiful and he was gonna go see her.
Oh God.
I remember now.
This checks.
All right, so are you going? Okay,
I
yeah, it's
think
up
we
to you.
do.
Do you want to
I
go up
think we
there? You
do,
sure
actually.
can.
I think it's time for a Ricard roleplay session.
All right, yeah, you can easily find Tiana's tower on the street of Seeds. It's very slender, just as Mordecai described it, about 3 stories tall. Yep, easy to find. You can walk right in.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Make a perception check. All right, you see a bunch of vials and shit stacked around. Doesn't seem like a very clean shop itself, strictly speaking. But no, you don't see an old woman. You see probably about a middle-aged gnome that seems to be organizing things behind the desk. And she sees you come in and she goes, "Hello, son. How can I help you?" "Oh, that's me. Been here for a long time." She is I mean, she's a middle-aged gnome. She doesn't look great.
She's a King's
Looks
Landing
like she's
4,
seen
but
some
she's
shit.
a Fair Market 9.
Yeah, she's probably a solid 4. Not really much of a form.
It's the
Little
mustache.
Not a
droopy.
MILF.
Just-
Not a MILF.
It's
Yeah,
the
but
mustache.
she's certainly not a decrepit old lady. Oh, she wants to diddle with her hair. Oh, you young man. But really, what do you want?
Oh,
might-
So many
my.
You might not
connotations.
might not be quite old enough for my wares. Mostly things for men, adult men.
Got any ID on you, kid?
But I suppose some boys bloom earlier than others. She kind of eyes you a little bit.
You stink of river wench.
She's like, but perhaps, yes. Well, if you have gold, I have potions. Oh, well, they do numerous things. Some make you strong, some make you fast, some give you powers that you either have lost or didn't know that you had. Well, they don't all work the same for the same person, but it depends. Is there a particular category or an ailment you're trying to get rid of or improve? Do you wish you had a vigor that you once did?
He's like 14.
It's like middle age in Westeros.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Into the Dragon's Pit. I think I might have a couple of things for that. She puts out 2 little vials that you can see. She's like, this one will speed your way, and this one will probably make it harder for you to get stuck. Yeah, here it's quite tight down in there.
I don't like all
Wait,
these.
what are we talking about?
It'll make it harder. It's quite
makes it
tight down there.
quite lubricated, you might say. Yes. These ones are 500 gold each. Oh, well, I know not a lot of other people can brew what I can. And don't worry, they all have my signature recipe. She winks at you. Foolish boy. Doesn't know what he's missing. So you head out, and you did not see an attractive nor very old gnomish woman.
Interesting.
Why do I feel like something's we've been had in some way or another?
Maybe she like glamours herself.
Ooh.
A succubi.
Oh
Do you feel
shit!
drained
What
of
if
your
that's true?
essentials?
Does he
well-
feel older?
Anyway, you guys wouldn't know that.
Oh no!
What are y'all
Oh,
doing?
no, Mordecai, no.
What are
Oh,
you guys up
no.
to?
Yeah.
When did I become a verb? All right. Let's. I'm just gonna look for the closest bar. Is there a bar right next to the Sept? I imagine there has to be.
Down to the bottom of the steps, past the Alchemist Guild. Yes, this little area, of Queen's Fountain area, a little bit higher class, but the further out from that you go, the shadier taverns you can find, no problem.
Yeah, I mean we're in town.
That was my plan. There's nothing else for us to do tonight, really, and Ebelfirth popped a shit ton of spell slots, so we don't really want to get in a fight.
Listen, I had to defend everyone's honor.
I get it. What? Does that exist in Westeros?
No.
You can
Remember,
definitely
this is
buy
his business
flour.
plan.
You can absolutely buy cheese, and you can certainly buy tomatoes or whatever you want to put on it. Yeah, yeah. They don't have like a tomato paste that exists, but you can certainly make it. They definitely have the ingredients.
pizza sounds so much less appetizing if I have to mortar and pestle the fucking
Tomatoes.
tomatoes.
Ye
Yeah,
olde pizza shop.
Yeah.
you can definitely do that.
Yeah, this is Ricar's retirement plan. This
That's right.
pizza he's
So,
talking about.
all right, as the cool. Yeah, there's that kitchen in the that's free for everyone to use down there in the base level. So as the night goes into full swing, you guys all go out to bars, and Ricard goes home to make pizza. Is there anything you guys want to do? You trying to gain some information, meet someone, just get drunk, fuck shit up?
I'm gonna look for anyone who looks like they just came off the road.
Okay.
Or like it looks like they're still a little dusty from the road into King's Landing, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make just a perception check for me.
All right, we can do that. Actually, I saw that programmed. Look at that. 16.
16. Yeah, pretty easy for you to differentiate between the two. Definitely see some people in riding leathers. Look like they're having a drink fresh from the road. Looks like probably a couple of hedge knights. Seem to not really have any house sigils, but they seem to be wearing chainmail, and they have swords and dirks on their belts still. And they don't really smell very good.
So I'll approach them. Sirs, which have you come from the road?
Ah, yes, just down the King's Road, friends. You buying around?
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to hear tales. You happen to pass the Dornish, and I'll just be like waving as I'm ordering. Just be like, yeah, and I'll look behind Malik and just be like, I don't have enough fingers to hold up for how many drinks I want. And just be like,
I'll hold up 2 extra for him.
yeah, just be like, and just be like, yeah, just bring them. Just and be like, my friend, this guy. I'm gonna see someone.
Yeah,
low
you hear
in the
you see
corner
the
and be like,
bartenders
that
go,
person.
"What? Wine or ale?"
Ale. Obviously, we're parched.
They get to work, get the cups there, and the guys keep pound their first ones. They're like, "Ah, thanks, friend. What's your name?"
Sir Ebelfirth, Broom, formerly, of the Unbroken. Perhaps you've heard of us.
Ah, Unbroken. Is this some sort of troop or?
We are a small mercenary company. Perhaps you've heard of the Smiling Knight.
Oh, sell swords. You guys are the ones that took down the Smiling Knight? No.
Yes, indeed. This is my acquaintance and brother-in-arms, Malik.
Hello.
Oh, God, you're a big one.
And this is our mouthpiece, Mordecai Blackknife.
Ah, look like got the look of a singer to you. How about a tune?
I am far out of your price range, actually.
Oh, all right.
Don't
Yes.
be so stuffy, Mordecai.
The other guy's a little bit short. He goes, "Yeah, you're kind of a dick."
Yeah, well.
Just leaves.
Walk away.
Just leaves it hanging unequivocally. Yeah, no, I get that a lot. And I just be like, he is,
straight up. What's your point? This is King's Landing, man. Get used to it, bub.
he recently today performed for some, let's say, high-blooded clientele. So he is a bit tired from his travails.
He's just in a bad mood. Don't mind him.
Too good for us, I see. Okay.
So, came down the King's Road, happened to pass the Dornish delegation on your way.
Fuck no. Thank God. We came from the north. These dirty Dornishmen are crawling up the south, I bet. Probably stopping at every roadside tavern to quench their thirst and have every tavern keeper's daughter they can find.
Just immediately gonna be like, this fucking whole narrative is very obnoxious to me. I'm just gonna be like, So you haven't heard how close they are to the city for the coronation to start?
No, I bet we can smell him. The taller guy nudges him.
You have some animosity towards the Dornish.
Yeah, it's been like that for quite some time. You new around here?
No, I've just slain some horrific beasts. I take no quarrel with men if they have not wronged me personally.
I'm new
they
here.
do
Why do
plenty
you
of
hate
wrong.
the Dornish?
Those Dornishmen take what they please and contribute nothing. They don't even want to be part of our realm. It's not since the king married. He like looks around. That woman. That they're even part of our team.
And what would you say that you two have contributed to this realm?
They both look very taken aback and offended. We are knights, knighted in the light of the seven. Keep the people safe.
Fought in the Knoll Crusade, did you?
Like, no, we didn't. We didn't go. We haven't been to the Westerlands in a while.
Is the Westerlands not part of the realm anymore?
Love that.
It's a large realm.
Well, the Unbroken has been there and saved that portion of the realm from the scourges of the Knoll.
And what a crusade it was! I close my eyes and relish my memories of slaughtering old.
You sound very impressive. What's next for sellswords such as yourselves?
Oh, we are no longer sellswords. We are in the service of someone you may. Is it secret? I can't remember. Are we secret police?
No, we're not secret.
I don't think it's like.
But I don't think it's out yet.
I don't think it's 100% official yet.
They haven't
because
officially
They announced
done
it
it
at the
yet.
coronation.
Oh, you will. I'm sure you will hear of our next endeavor. Let's just say it comes from a high level.
Yes, we had an audience with the king recently.
All right, we can do one or a persuasion check for the two of you, or one with advantage.
I'm giving advantage to
See
whoever
if these
wants
guys are buying your story, or they think you're full of shit.
The
Come on.
two of you being Sir Ebelfirth and Malik, or
Yeah.
Can you do better than a +5, Malik? I'm assuming,
Oh yeah.
considering you're the silver-tongued fucking proselytizer of this
Actually
group.
not too much better, but yes, I can do better than that.
Yeah,
Alright, let us roll.
have some advantage. Ooh,
How about a
baby,
26?
a triple.
They seem genuinely impressed. They believe you. They're like, oh well, shit. Well, it sounds like you guys are pretty well traveled. This this company you have, you just get recruits from anywhere, or?
Yeah, here we go.
It sounds as if you have interest.
Well, we kind of made it to the city. We knew there would be a lot of lords here looking for some household knights taken to their service.
Tell me of your exploits. What have you done? Do you think you are worthy of the Unbroken?
Well, we took down what was that guy's name? Yes, we took down the great and evil Paul from Salt Pans.
can I insight check that?
Me too. What
I'm just
did
gonna-
this Paul? What did this Paul do?
Oh, he was a dirty
Wow.
heathen.
Wow, 11s.
Man, you guys
11s
both
for
rolled
everybody.
11.
A dirty heathen, as in he did not follow your faith of the seven. Is that what
Oh,
you're saying?
he didn't follow any faith. He
You
molested
know,
and harried septas and even the Silent Sisters. A real menace.
I do not follow the seven.
It's one thing to not pray. It's another to put your hands on a scepter.
Oh, he assaulted a woman.
Oh yes.
I see. That is indeed a noble deed. Hmm.
Yes,
Alright.
and we took care of him.
Was he a mighty warrior?
Oh yes. Formidable foe.
Can I insight check that? I don't believe that for
I feel like Paul was a drunk guy in a bar.
I give
Uh,
him a side eye on that one.
Yeah, he's definitely exaggerating a little bit, but it does seem that they battled someone named Paul.
Okay, well,
Okay.
all right. Well, they
Far
actually
be it
did
from
battle
me.
with him.
We have killed people with more foolish names than Paul.
Well, if you had to rank your skills on a scale of 1 to 20, where would you
Yeah.
put yourselves?
1 to 20. Sums weren't really my forte.
You don't have to add anything.
Is
It's just
10?
how,
10 is good, right? 10?
10 is the middle. Yes.
10 is
10
fair
10
for.
10 is good. The other guy pats him on the back. He's like, yeah, 10's good. 10's good.
Okay, well we're like an 8, so you think you're
Oh.
stronger than us?
I don't. Did I? He starts like counting on his fingers. Seems like he probably doesn't know how to count.
Right.
I'm just
We'll,
gonna. I'm
we'll
gonna
call
lean
you.
I'm gonna lean into Malik and be like, "We do need some fodder for the pit,
What pit? We have a pit?
the dragon pit."
Oh, you want to? Oh. Well, what if?
So this
Hold on, I'm gonna pull Evelfirth a little further away. I just need to talk to my brother here for a moment.
so this mighty Paul. What
yes.
Mordecai's just grilling them about
what was
Paul.
the name of his weapon that he brandished exactly?
Well, Mordecai.
Oh, he had a nasty double-headed battle axe. A
Well, Mordecai
real
chats him up.
ugly weapon.
Evelfirth, what if they somehow survive and then we have to give them some of the loot?
We can say that this is the trial. We can cut them in at like 1/10 share of a regular share.
A tenth of a tenth.
Yeah, they can split one person between the three of them. They can split one share of the loot.
1/2 of a share.
They're apprentices. They have to spend at least 100 hours in field with supervision, when signed off, and then just start going through the one thing I'm good at, contracts, and just start like going through basically a surf program.
I don't really want them to. We can't just use them as fodder, though. I mean, if we bring them in there, I'm not going to just send them in to die. They don't seem like bad fellows.
No,
They're just
but
a bit stupid, I think.
if they want to earn renown, that's a way to do it. You
All
cannot
right.
earn renown in a bar. Although I did last night, but I don't really remember it that well, but people tell me it was awesome.
We'll bring them on a trial run, but they will not be full members. They can be junior members eventually.
Associate members?
I'm not going to ask them that.
Well, I'm not a bastard, Ricard. You're not even here. You're making pizza.
Yeah, I don't think we're the band of bastards anymore.
No, we're not. I don't think Mordecai's a bastard, is he?
No?
No.
I'm a bastard.
I'm the first black knife there ever was.
That's
Yeah,
appropriation.
as you guys go back over, you see them regaling Mordecai of the tales of their great battle with Paul.
Sure,
and they
Mordecai
seem to
looks
really be
bored as
milking it.
hell.
Yeah, I like to imagine Mordecai just yawning openly, like not even trying to hide it.
All right.
And then I thrust my spear right into his leg. It was great.
All right.
How many of your loved ones have you watched die in front of you?
That's a weird question, Mordecai.
None. More beer.
And I'm just gonna be like another round. I'm gonna be like, circle them up. Wagons need more. Just be like, and then be like, so, what say you to a bit of a tryout here in the city tomorrow?
For true?
For true, we are on a bit of a dangerous task. It would definitely be a proper place to prove yourself.
Absolutely.
Meet us outside the tailor at, I'm gonna be like 10, 11? Like, what do we? Can you read you read a sundial?
The tailor is coming to us, and maybe you can meet us outside
At the Aegon Fort.
Yeah.
In front of the Aegon Fort.
Yes, at approximately 2. Your
Going
first
that
test. Your first test will be able to know.
Can
what
you
time
read
it
a
is.
sundial?
And bring your weapons and armor. And any other supplies that you wish to take with you.
We'll be there.
Great.
Your names, Sir Knights.
The taller one, he's got black hair. He's like, I'm Darren. And the shorter one says, and I'm Drac. And they're both real plain-faced humans. Your everyday dudes.
All right, cannon fodder. What's up? Now, we may earn a reputation for burning through apprentices, but...
Oh no. I'm gonna guess these guys are like fucking level 1.
Listen,
We look forward to proving our mettle.
I look forward to seeing you exhibit your strengths.
So, how do you guys feel about the Lord of Light?
Have you considered our Lord of Light?
Yes, what say you about the darkness of night? Is
What?
it welcoming and warm, or is it dark
Oh,
and full of terrors?
Oh, I see what you're doing, Mordecai. Very clever.
It's night right now.
Yes, and if you were in the middle of a dark black alley with no sense of up or down because it was so dark, how would you feel?
As long as I have my sword here, I'd feel good.
Ah, that
Oh.
sword there, may I?
You want to take his sword?
I just want to look at it, yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll show it to you. This is the one that slayed the mighty Paul.
May I
Drac and
inspect it?
Darren, Slayers of Paul.
May I inspect it closer?
Of course.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just double check the extent of this.
They shall call me Tim. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah. Also, torches. Bring torches. Torches will be important.
Torches. Write that down.
Write that down.
What are these guys' names? Ed, and Ed?
It's funny because it's true.
You guys will go back to the Riverlands one day and we'll get to write more.
Yeah,
Eds.
whatever happened to the other 2 Eds, do you guys think? We had 3 Eds.
I
Did
think
they both survive?
Yeah,
so.
they both went back to
Max,
Riverrun.
I
Yes,
would
yeah.
like
It's
to
named after
attempt
everyone.
something, but I don't know if it can actually be done because it might be just manipulating the actual thing. But I want to use minor illusion to make it look like the sword is like bending because I'm inspecting it or something.
Well, I think minor illusion. You create something, right?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah, I do create something.
You just duplicate his sword right in front of him, like, oh yeah, it's a nice sword. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, I'll give it back to him then.
Pretty sweet steel, huh?
Yes, if that's
How
what
was
you
it?
want to call it, sure.
Was it good?
No, I didn't actually fucking do anything with it.
He just held it. It's like, oh, it's like when you hand a teenager a baby. They're just like, I don't know what to do with this.
I'm just curious if, like, when we looked at it, it was like a rusty piece of shit or something.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like a regular sword.
Okay.
Nothing
well,
special about it. Seems like it's
we've got
probably
that going for him at least.
Yeah. What land do you hail from then, Drac and Darren?
Well, we both come from Salt Pans, and Sir Cox was
Sir
putting out
Cox.
bounties for taking down this scum of the earth, Paul, and we prevailed. Thus we earned our spurs, and here we are.
What is your
Wait, you were
plan?
knighted for killing this Paul?
We were.
Who
Both
knighted
of
you?
us. Sir Cox.
Him? I point to the third guy. Is that's Sir Cox?
There's only 2 guys.
Oh, I thought there were 3 guys. Okay,
Nope.
never mind.
Just 2. Oh, Sir Cox of Salt Pans.
Yes. We are unfamiliar with salt pans.
Well, that is his town.
Tell us of it.
It sits on the coast, not far. Great port. Used to be much busier before King's Landing propped up, but still a good town. A little bit more. Let's say there's probably fewer rules there. Lord Cox is or Sir Cox, he's a good guy.
Would you call it a hive of scum and villainy?
Oh, I think that might be going a bit far, but a man can really enjoy himself.
So
do you have
weakened
a
salt
and
bath.
looser morals. Got it.
What did you do before you were knighted, just out of curiosity?
Well, we
Did you have trades?
trained
or-
and been on guarding committees and
Oh,
various other jobs.
we're on a garden committee.
Guarding.
Guarding
committee.
Oh, okay.
So you are horticulturists.
We have been practicing with swords for years.
I'm gonna insight check that.
We just got the
Nat
two
20.
greenest- Oh god, the two greenest kids out of the committee.
Yeah, they definitely have been practicing for years.
Okay.
How much they've improved over that time, you're not sure.
Well, they have some training. I'll take it. It's better than nothing. I thought that
They
these
seem
were,
to
like,
actually know how to use the swords.
All right, that's cool.
So they may be like Ed equivalent at best, which is still more than I was hoping for.
I think Ed's pretty tough compared to the average guy now.
Oh,
To
for
be
sure.
honest.
Now,
Yeah.
Now, yeah, well,
And now that he's gotten a few adventures under his belt.
I mean, he's leveled like 3 times, I feel like.
Well, we've got a couple lackeys now. This is
Do
good.
you think Ed could best these two men in a duel?
I don't know about both at once, but where is Ed anyway? Ed!
Like a dog. Ed!
Ed can be wherever you want. He can be right behind you. What?
Okay. Oh,
He
there you
just-
are.
God, he sneaks up on you. What did I tell you about
Ed.
sneaking up on me?
Ed, what say you about besting these individuals in, in
Well,
fisticuffs?
I mean, I've been like practicing with the bow.
Ah.
Right.
And how are your bow skills, you two?
They both look at each other like, not really our favorite thing.
How's your fortitude about being struck with a lethal weapon?
We're very tough. They look at each other and not really sure what you mean.
I'm going to-
We're very tough.
I'm going to lean into them and say, have you seen strange happenings? Things that, miracles perhaps, or things that would be hard to believe.
I've seen some weird things at the dice pits and salt pans, to tell you that.
I wish I had Alaric's ability to just make my voice boom or fire go weird for one time.
I have that.
I'm be like, Malik, do the thing.
Oh, you want me to demonstrate the power of the Lord of Light here before these two?
Subtly.
Subtly. I see. Well, you two are in for a treat, because I'm about to show you the power of the one true deity.
Okay.
And I look around, I go, let's see. And is there a fireplace in here?
Yeah, for sure.
Go, I'm going to make these flames blue! And now they're blue.
Holy shit, he did it!
I'm going to use. No, never mind.
What? How'd you do that?
I have channeled the power of the Lord of Light.
You hear the bartenders, they drop off drinks going, hey, quit messing with those flames.
Green! They're green now.
I said quit it!
Sorry. I turn them back to normal.
There's always one. Serving the drinks.
It's like the bar keeps like not even phased, just like fucking these fucking guys. And I'm just gonna look at them and say, you will see some strange things when you travel with us, but just know, my faith in the Seven makes me powerful. Malik's faith in the
Lord of
you
Light.
know, yeah, that one makes him strong. And I'm gonna look at Mordecai and be like, not sure about Mordecai, but something certainly makes him strong.
Mordecai
I
makes
think-
tentacles.
I'll be like, not in front of the new guys. Wait until we're down
They're
there.
gonna see it eventually anyway.
Yeah, we want
See
them to
its
show up
tentacle.
first. Ixnay on the Entacles Tay.
Well, they're on our side. Tentacles.
I know, but maybe not on day 1. Maybe day 2.
What are we
Maybe
gonna
that's
be
day two.
doing in this pit? Is it just gonna be us? With a tentacle? What are we
We
doing?
don't know
down
what's
there?
down there.
Well, to truly prove your bravery, you will be meeting up with us with no further information on what should be in that pit.
Let's need to know, and you don't fucking need to know.
But it could
we're
definitely be
Very
dangerous.
brave.
This will be a test of your grit, your resolve, and your tenacity.
They seem to be like getting a little hyped up. They're like, yeah, I think we can do that. They're starting to get a little bit drunk as well from all the beers. I'm like, yeah, I think we got this.
I'll be like, no, whisper to Mordecai, these guys have no fucking idea what's coming.
You might
First time Spirit Guardians come out, I bet you $5 Darren shits himself.
you may be stricken. No, not stricken. You may end up finding yourself face to face with the stranger himself.
You may find yourself.
You may find
How
yourself.
did I get here?
Awesome. That's great.
I'm glad that we all
Days
got
go
there at the
by.
same time. All right, and I'm gonna buy them another round of drinks, and then realizing that we have an appointment in the morning and I don't want to look bloated in my new threads, I'm going to ease back slightly on my drinking, so I don't get drunk enough to cast another fucking giant dwarf because we can't have 2 bars named the Spirit Dwarf floating around.
All right, cool. So you guys are gonna pack it in after those drinks.
That's the
Yes.
plan.
Cool. All right, you guys head back, and there's before you guys walk in, there's a very delicious aroma coming from inside the Aegon Forest. There's like some crispy bread with some sort of spices.
What
You
is
walk in
that?
and you see you see Rickar.
Oh,
Rakar, have you been baking? What do you call this item? You got zap it.
a zappy. It's called a zappy.
A zap pie.
Awesome.
Did you call it a senpai? What? And then, all right, this is a fantastic. It smells. May I have some, Ricard?
Ooh.
Able
Okay.
archer.
Why?
Yeah. You also did already lightly pitch it to him.
You're about to Shark Tank this bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna have a slice, and it's the best thing you could have after drinking many ales in a bar with strange people that the DM had to
Absolutely.
make up on the spot.
Hands
DM
down,
passed his
best.
agility check.
Yep, past after the nameless bar that definitely exists. You guys got some delicious pizza, and you can take a long rest if you'd like.
Yes.
Yes.
That made me so happy, Max. That was well done.
You guys got some extra swords now.
They're gonna die. They're gonna die bad.
Listen, and I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be like, Malik, when you make my shield, I need you to make a small plate at the bottom where we can inscribe the names of those who fell from the Unbroken.
Why do I have a feeling it's going to become a very long list?
I have the inside of the
That's-
shield as
that's
well.
That's a good idea.
So I'm just gonna start keeping the names, and we're gonna start with
Wardlow.
Wardlow.
Oh,
I'm gonna be like,
Alaric.
Wardlow's not gone. He's
Although
just
we didn't have Alaric
he's
when we were
just-
the Unbroken.
ashy.
We weren't anything when we lost Alaric.
No,
You guys were something.
I do not like Iron Islanders anyway, so I do not acknowledge that he exists.
Okay, so you guys wake in the morning. Definitely already hustle and bustle in King's Landing. And you guys can head downstairs, and you do in fact see a tall half elf. He's totally bald. Doesn't have any facial hair, but he's dressed very well. And he's holding a bunch of different fabrics, and he's got a bunch of baskets and cases with him.
Hello.
Are you my subjects?
Are you?
No, like,
a-
be like,
are
did
you the
did
tailor?
we swear a different oath last night? We can't keep swearing oaths to people we don't recognize.
I didn't swear an oath yet.
Yeah. Subjects. It sounds like. Oh, he's the tailor.
Subjects for the fitting, Sir Ebelford.
Oh, my bad. Need the tailor.
Indeed. I like to call them my little masterpieces, so you'll be my subjects for today. You are quite an interesting lot. All right, let's see it. Off with the garb.
What?
Take off your clothes.
I'm gonna look
all
down
of
at my armor that I've already just spent an hour putting on. Just be like,
Do you wear clothes on all of you?
Well, I mean, I have.
Then I need to see all of you.
and just start taking off Paul's.
I'm gonna shrug. Start taking off my plate mail as well.
I'm like, God damn it! I just put this
It's
on.
just like
I forgot
clang,
about this.
clang,
I
cling,
never
clang,
come
clang.
He just kind of stands there and watches
Armor's
you guys very
falling off of
intently
us.
as you all undress. He goes,
I like to think we're just bruised and absolutely horrific looking once you take
I
off.
don't know.
the armor.
We've been resting up for a few days.
I
We
know,
probably
but I
look
feel like
good.
there's still some like nice yellow bruises just from some of the shit that's happened over the last week.
Mordecai is actually in tip-top shape. I don't think I've taken damage the last 2 or 3 battles that we've
All right,
been in.
rub it in.
I
as
probably
you guys
look
are
awful.
as you guys are stripped down and you have your various stages of healing of your wounds, you guys are fit and strong. Abel Archer actually walks in. He goes, oh, that's it's just right out there in the open, huh? And, oh, Herndon, you're here. Yes, these are my subjects. I am having a good time already. You were right. He goes around. He starts pinching you guys at various spots. And he kind of pulls out a tape measure that you didn't even see he had under his sleeve and snaps it back, wraps it around you. Kind of even gives you like almost like little tickle fingers as he wraps his arm
I'm gonna
around
mutter
you.
to Evelfirth while this is happening. I'm
Mm.
uncomfortable.
Oh,
And then
this
I'm
is
just gonna
good.
be like, hey, listen, this is part of going to a very fancy. And then he's gonna go for the in scene. Okay, maybe not that part.
Right there. Don't move. Don't move.
It normally hangs lower. It is very cold in here.
Yes, quite drafty. Abel Archer's gonna go. Oh, he is the best. So you're really getting a treat.
Abel, I think our small young friend has something he wishes to discuss with you.
I'm not done with him yet.
He can
You just
talk
keep-
while you measure.
Takes your measurements, Ricard.
Yes,
Yes.
I will say we got to try this Zappy. Well, name is still in beta. But Ricard, tell the man all about your creation.
Yes, like a rib. Toppings, you say?
You.
So do you have some? See his big fat sausage fingers go in. Ooh. He grabs it. Oh, 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 me. Oh my. That's quite good. Quite good. What did you call it? Zappy? Yes, I like that. Zappy. It does have a zappy kind of crisp and taste to it, doesn't it? Herndon is going to look over and look horrified. That disgusting grease bread shall go nowhere near my garments. And Abel kind of looks down. It seems like he's already got like pizza stains on him. He's like, "Oh my, oh yes, that is a bit of an issue. This might not be the most highborn meal, young man." Oh, that's. Oh, I see. It's like a trencher of cheese. Yeah, Fat Dude is definitely enjoying his first taste of pizza. Oh, this is brilliant. Yes, yes, yes. I think we can make this work.
You just became McDonald's. Congratulations. But pizza.
More like Domino's.
Nah. You're on every street corner next to a Walmart.
So after a few minutes, Abel seems to enjoy himself. He excuses himself now that he sees you guys have been fitted. The tailor only takes about 40 minutes or so. He seems to be pretty good. He doesn't put any fabrics up next to you at all. Seems like he's doing it all in his head. And once he's done, he is pretty curt. He just snaps his measuring tool. He goes, "And we are completed."
Ooh, can you make mine look red and orange like flames?
I don't much care for requests, but I'll keep it in mind.
Did you have something in mind as far as color?
I'm an artist. You can't rush these things.
Well,
Why do I feel
I would consider myself oh so very lucky if my attire was just simply black.
You wish to be dressed in mourning clothes for coronation?
I mean, tastefully black. Doesn't have to be mourning.
Maybe
A celebratory black,
It helps him brood.
I like to think you just had the Johnny Cash interaction. Maybe I am.
It helps those in the performance industry to be just outside of the eye, The attention must be on the coronation, not on myself.
You can hear him just mumbling under his breath. This is why I don't like requests. I will do my best, and I will be back to you here before the coronation with your garb. Don't worry about the expenses. My lord has already taken care of it. Good day.
Now, one last
Thank you.
question. Just for those who don't know exactly when it is, do you have any idea of exactly when the coronation is going to be beginning?
I believe it falls on the new moon.
What's that?
3 days from now.
I'm gonna get my armor.
Very good then.
Well, we're still going. We've already hired help.
Yeah,
so
we have to go today. We got 2 lackeys.
We got to take the new guys. You can't let them down, man. They got stars in their
know.
eyes. They think this is their big break. They don't realize
They
they're
died
being
today. They don't want to
shepherded
wait
into
for
their
2 more
deaths.
days.
All right, so he heads out after he packs up all of his stuff and walks briskly out.
I'm just gonna look at my pile of armor and just be like, oh, fuck, and just start slowly putting like the padding under the fucking chain under the.
I'm
plate.
doing the same.
I'm fucking miserable. Like I just twice in a day should not be allowed. Just fucking
Gives you guys a good 10 minutes or so to get all your shit back on.
strapping my shit on. Be like, this is the left foot. I put it on the right. God damn it. If I don't have my stand, it's always terrible. And then I'm gonna, as soon as I have my stuff on, helmet in hand, I'm gonna go stick my head out the door and see if our friends are anywhere nearby.
They are. You do see both of them. You see Darren and Drac, both ready outside.
Ah, Darren and Drac, you are timely, if nothing else.
And you see Darren lean down and go like, "I told you." Yeah, we didn't really know what time 2 was, so we just came really early.
That's the spirit.
You're going to get far with that kind of mindset, let me tell you.
They both seem pleased with themselves.
So, Darren, Drac, are you ready to embark on what could be your hardest quest to date?
They both look at each other. They nod. You see they're wearing their nice boiled leather underneath their chainmail. Their stuff's definitely patched up. It's not all one uniform color. They look like they have good boots and equipment that is serviceable for sure. You don't see any rust on their stuff. They seem to be ready to go with honed swords and knives.
Not approvingly.
I'm going to go up to Darren and just be like, you have a small dent in your armor. I'm going to cast Mending real quick and just like pop the dent like I'm a mechanic
Oh.
doing body work.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you.
That is not
This is already working out for us, Drac.
I'm gonna lean over to Mordecai and go, Mordecai,
Yes, Malik.
do you think I should tell them about my sword?
No, I think it would be quite beneficial to their psyche if your sword was one of the last things that they saw.
What if, you know,
Interesting turn of phrase.
what if you know it happens?
Well, I think that with Sir Ebelfirth here, as well as myself, we have at least some type of contingency plan that we can do.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
And I mean, as long as you don't look too closely at Ricard, when you draw the sword, you might have a better chance of it going the proper direction for you.
Yeah, I think something's wrong, actually. Every time I look at him now, it kind of sounds like a swarm of flies in my head.
Does it sound like? And I'm gonna cast minor illusion to make a swarm of flies.
Yeah, like that.
Just the sound, not visually, not optically, just the sound of it.
Yeah, it sounds like that, and it says, burn the vermin.
when he says swarm of flies, I'm going to look at my hand and just be like, oh shit. And then remember that I learned insect plague at the last level up and be like, am I doing this to Malik?
What do you hear right now when you look at Ricard?
I look at Ricard and my sword.
As soon as he looks at Ricard, I'm gonna cast minor illusion again.
You didn't have to. I already hear it.
I'm just doubling down at this point.
Everyone
Seems
else
worse
hears it
than
now.
usual.
Well, if they can't handle you at your worst, they aren't in good graces enough to get your best.
I've never heard that phrase before, but somehow I feel like you said it wrong.
I'm sure I did.
Inside check. Full of it.
That's a great new phrase that you messed up.
Anyway, I appreciate the sentiment. Hopefully it does not become an issue.
Well,
yeah.
Onward, shall we?
Yeah. Time
Onward
to go to
we
the
go.
dragon pit.
Okay, you guys head down the street of the Sisters. Goes from Visenia's Hill to Rainey's Hill, and you see what is left of the Dragon Pit. It's a massive dome that has collapsed that takes up the whole top of this hill. It was used to house dragons, so it is enormous, but it is in ruins. You guys climb your way up there, and you can see this is not really a nice spot to hang out in King's Landing. You see some people passed out from the night before in various stages of undress, wineskins, trash, just the worst of the worst here. People that are fucked up, people that have probably lost their minds wandering around. But you can walk out into the actual pit itself, and it's just like a big dirt top. And you can see the seats surrounded like Coliseum-like, just stadium seating, with pillars crumbled down onto the earth, breaking through the surface. At some points, you can see the pillars drop down and rubble is collapsed in some of these chambers that appear to zigzag and line all underneath the dragon pit. So it looks like it's probably got a large interior underneath. You do see one area that's kind of covered in more trash than in others, and it looks like to be some sort of stairwell down into the dark.
And I'm going to I'm gonna see Malik's armor, and I'm gonna just pull a torch out of my bag, and I'm gonna light it on the candle on the front of his armor.
The candle's not there right now.
Ah, damn it!
I gave it to Tobo Mott to put into my new armor.
All right, I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way and just flint off my forearm.
All right, so you got a torch going?
Yeah. And I'm gonna light the torch, and I'm gonna. Can anyone not see in the dark here? Oh, and I'll just hand it. To
who can see in the dark? Darren asks you pretty.
I
bluntly.
can.
You don't have the ability to see deep into the darkness?
What do you
Clearly-
mean? You can
Clearly,
just
you have
see
not
in the
known
dark?
many dwarves.
All those of orcish blood can see in the dark.
Yeah, and you know, shouldn't you be able to see into the dark as well?
And I'm behind Mordecai's back, but looking at Ricard and be like,
Yeah, Ricard, you can't see into the darkness either?
I
Well,
resent that being a dwarf.
are you calling
Weird
Lupin a
animal.
weird animal? Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look at Darren and Drac and be like, oh yeah, Wolf's on our team, just so you know.
You guys are a weird bunch.
We've been told that a lot.
We get that kind of everywhere.
So
Yes, these are Drac and Darren. I'm gonna point at the wrong ones when I name them.
and they're gonna do one of these.
I'd be
They're
like,
trying out to be junior members of the Unbroken.
Yep.
What do you mean no?
they're just we need to, if we're going to swell our ranks to hunt to I'm just gonna look around and be like,
To investigate.
we can't talk
matters.
about things in front of the new guys.
Yes, we'll discuss all of this after.
But if
Let
we
us-
want to complete get our quarry, we're going to need help. We're going to need more bodies.
Yeah, for us to get our, freedom of range, we're going to need some type of mainstay here.
Right. We need more men.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear
Yes.
myself say bodies, turn around and tap on my shoulder, be like, warm bodies, warm bodies. We need more warm bodies.
They kind of look around, not really sure what to make of it, but they look over at Rickard. They're like, "Oh, well, nice you guys have your own squire."
Oh shit! I'm gonna laugh.
That boy has killed more men than the two of you combined.
They both look at each other and like, "Yeah,
Pretty
no."
sure both of them combined have only killed one man, and his name was Paul.
So he's a fighter.
A squire is somebody
I'll be like,
who
Mordecai,
holds...
don't tell. God
A
damn it."
squire is a mighty warrior, Rickard.
No, let's not lie to the child. He must grow up at some point. A squire is an individual who basically holds the armor and arms of of the men that he follows around. That and he washes the cod pieces of the armor as well. Provides refreshments when they get back, Yes, as much as even I like to, dislike the child, he has murdered actually quite a bit from what I've seen.
The phrasing. Phrasing, Mordecai. Phrasing.
True. And there was
murdered
that one-
murdered
there-
thine enemy, not thine friend. You
There
know?
was that one time with the Baratheons too.
Well, I mean, we don't have. I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm just.
These two seem very confused.
As
Like,
they should be.
don't worry, you'll start getting the jokes eventually. And I'm just gonna be like into the hole and just start walking down.
I'll be right behind Evelfirth.
Okay.
I will
as
be
You
behind.
guys walk in there. You can see that it's going to be wide enough for you guys to have two abreast. Other than that, it seems too tight.
I will go behind Malik.
What kind of shop did you visit?
Malik's gonna snort and like try his best to hold it in.
I'm just gonna turn around. I'm gonna look at Malik and then try and turn around in this narrow with my helmet on and can't do it because I can't turn my head that far and just be like, I feel like I'm missing something here, but I don't want to know.
I'll tell you later, Evelfirth.
I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep marching down and be like, you guys sent the kid into a section. What is
was
this, the
funny, though.
combat zone? Take
It was really funny.
As you guys get further down these steps, the light starts to fade. You've gone about probably 20 feet down, and you can pretty much barely see outside of the range of the torch. People that don't have dark vision. It's dark down here. It starts to smell a little weird. Starts to get a little colder, and it feels a little creepy. I got a spot here for us. As you guys enter in, you can see. Looks like this chamber leads down these stairs into a very tight corner, and you definitely can see these are pretty much ruins. There's stuff askew all over the place, but it's pretty dark.
So where's Matt Smith? All right.
So you guys can see directly in front of you. There does lead to a wall, but it's pretty dark over there.
Everybody stay alert in here. We have no idea what we're in for.
You know what? Before I move, I'm going to search. I'll look around the walls and the floor and just be like, I hear these types of places are booby trapped.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
While he does that, I'm gonna hit a divine sense as well.
Okay, what's the range on Divine Sense?
60 feet.
Oh yeah, my investigation. I am the Mr. Magoo of investigators.
Well, Mr. Magoo, you don't see anything that looks like any sort of switch. The walls are definitely hard stone. You see a big pile of shit right behind you, just full of crap. Doesn't appear to be any sort of
Yes, shit and crap.
any sort of item that's useful for you. Malik, you sense with Divine Sense some significant unpleasantness down here. There are evil creatures well within your 60 feet. Yep.
Are any of them celestial fiends or undead?
You definitely get some undead vibes.
I am built for this. All right.
I know their location as well.
You know that some of them are going to be through. Let's see.
I know their exact location.
Do you?
I do.
Does that work through solid objects too?
As long as they're not behind full cover. If they're hiding deliberately behind full cover, I won't be able to see them. But if they're just standing in the middle of a room, I could see them.
Okay. You sense one directly in front of you, thusly. The other ones, you're not sure where they are.
There is an
Which
enemy
no-
straight ahead, everybody. I can sense it. I believe it is a creature of death.
Well, shall we send him to the stranger now then?
Yes, I am going to step forward several paces and then draw my sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that also.
No, I think you should stay.
I'm gonna have my
I
shield out.
think you
and
should
then
stay
go.
back here at first,
Okay.
and then I will draw my sword, and I will signal you to come forward. Does that sound good?
Oh, I'm gonna like catch on. Oh, yes. That I'm gonna turn around and just be like this. Just stay behind the half orc.
I'm gonna go here.
And you draw your
and,
sword.
I'm gonna draw the sword.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
Burn the vermin. I'm okay.
You can feel a little,
Is it every turn or just when you draw it?
Just when I draw it,
just when you draw it, yeah.
so I'm okay for a while.
I'm just gonna be like, don't put the fucking sword away.
I have the sword out, and it's like, does it burn? Is it a burning sword?
It doesn't give off light, but it does give off heat.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you see the rippling heat of my sword, and I'm gonna shudder for a moment as I hold it, and go, "All right, Ebelfirth, come on, I'm okay."
I'm gonna move with shield in front of me, warhammer in the other hand, just in lockstep, basically like a fucking phalanx, one-man phalanx with a fucking evil sword next to me, just marching down this thing.
I'm probably like muttering to myself a little bit.
I'm be like,
Can't quite make it out.
I'm just gonna look at my shield with all the scary iconography of the Unbroken that Malik forged into it, my old shield, and just see him muttering, but I don't know which one is scarier. But I would not want to be on the other side of this particular phalanx. And then I'm gonna keep moving forward. Just keep creeping up.
Pace. I'm guessing that skeleton right there is where I sense the evil.
You sense the evil back in this corner over here, and looking over there, it seems to just be like some dark shadows that just seem to be moving as Ebelfirth moves down the hall.
I'm gonna point to that corner, Ebelfirth, and go, "It's there, whatever it is."
I'm going to shoot an Eldritch Blast in that corner.
Okay. Go ahead and shoot that Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna be like, Darren, Drac, don't freak out.
Oof.
Oh,
Mordecai just fires a missile right into the corner there.
3 beams though. 3 beams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if Max allows me to do 3, yes. 18?
I like speculative fire, Eldritch Blast.
20.
Walk in the artillery.
You just you fire in that does force damage, right?
Yeah.
You seem to just be shooting this corner. Again, it's kind of cast in shadows. As you get a little closer, it looks like the shadow moves, and you just kind of see it drift out slowly from the wall. And I need you guys to roll initiative.
Shadow demon.
Actually, really, yes, it's not.
It's literally a shadow demon.
And Mordecai, you can also roll damage for 2 of those.
Yes. I'm so
Malik
glad
is
we're
now
in the front,
conflicted.
Malik.
Because shadow demons are actually of Verlore, aren't they?
Technically.
Shadows can only be created by light.
So this is 2. It's both damages together. For a total of 25.
Damn, that was a
Nice.
good roll.
A lot of damage.
It's really good.
That's a lot of damage.
Emotional damage. Uncle Raja.
Uncle Roger.
Okay. Let's see.
He's the reason.
Mordecai, did you roll initiative yet?
Hey, you make Uncle Raja put leg down from chair. I love that guy.
Okay, let's roll for Ed. Ooh, Ed's going first. Nat 20,
Ooh.
baby.
Ooh, shit.
I shit
Yeah,
this
I was gonna say now that Malik and Ebelfirth are in the front and not doing a whole lot of nothing.
That's fine. It can't get past us probably.
Yeah, true.
Or maybe it can. It's a shadow demon. Who fucking knows?
I mean, I do have some channel divinities I can use to banish some shit. So
It is undead, so
Yeah, I'm saving that for when we walk into a room full of skeletons.
Yeah, let's not pop our shit if it's just one.
Yeah, no,
Whatever
no,
the hell
no,
this thing
no,
is.
no, 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 no,
no, no, no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
no, no.
Okay, Malik's was a 9.
I got a fucking thunderous smite I can give this motherfucker if we're really feeling.
Start. And then our boys, Drac and Darren, rolled a 2 and a 3.
Ooh, really just not living up to the Bullworth level we're looking at here.
I highly doubt their weapons are going to be able to hurt this thing anyway.
Ed is up first, and he is gonna walk down and go, "Oh, what are we shooting at?"
Shadow demon, Ed! Shadow demon! I point at the shadow demon.
I don't think Ed can see that far away, Malik.
Ed's view is kind of obscured as he takes out his longbow. He's like, "I think I might hit you."
Then don't shoot.
Yes, hold for a moment. If anything comes out of that corner, though, Ed, I want you to shoot it.
All right.
Only shoot if you have a clear shot.
As I take an arrow to the back of the helmet. God
Tink.
damn it, Ed.
Ow!
Right. Ed's gonna hold his action, and it is Rickar's turn. You can, yep.
Magical
Okay.
missile.
For 11 force damage. Rickar, you just fire into it with finger guns. And you can see the shadow just gets pierced by all these different darts. And you can see it kind of turn into like a Swiss cheese of just like a floating shape. And you just hear like a really like long, exasperated breath. Just, and it just turns into a mist. And it fades away. It's gone into nothingness, and you just kind of hear it, kind of feel like a little bit of cold wash over you guys as it has dissipated. And the two guys behind you are just like, what the fuck was that?
A shadow demon.
What?
It was a shadow demon.
Just like right away?
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly about as surprised as you are about this.
Have you no experience with shadow demons when slaying the mighty Paul?
No, he was a real guy.
Have you already pissed and shit yourself?
No.
Do you think you're still up for this? If you want to leave, now would be the time.
You would have sternly failed the unbroken test, but we will still understand your backing out. I suppose.
They cautiously start to proceed down the steps here.
Good men.
Boop, boop, boop. So what we're gonna do for this one going forward is a little bit different type of dungeon I want to try and run. Is that we're gonna keep initiative order.
Okay.
My maze.
For the whole thing, but I think it would be best if we get a fresh start on it. So I think we should probably just stop there for this session.
Oh.
So
Okay.
we can really get into it and not have to stop at one of the more critical locations.
There's some juicy shit in here, he's saying.
Ooh, I'm fucking hyped for this, boys. Let me tell
So,
you, I'm waiting for the undead dungeon.
Drac and Darren, dude.
Yeah,
I'm impressed with these NPCs.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna bail.
Max,
I
how
thought they were
much
gonna bail
how
out.
much of that was names from a generator, and how much of that was just on the spot?
I do all of my names from a generator except for Ed's. But the Salt Pan storyline I wrote like a year ago.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Wow,
thought these
you're
were just some random fucking guys.
Way better DM than I am.
I mean, these
'Cause I
guys are
would not
definitely
have-
random, but I had the storyline of this thing happening.
You have
in the Salt
backstories
Pans.
ready to go. Yeah, I know that trick. I'm impressed that you do it though. A lot of new DMs don't do that.
Well, I mean, most of it's already written for me because I didn't make this world, so it's a little easier.
Yeah, but surely there's no story about 2 hedge knights that kill Paul,
No,
the
there's not.
the septa diddler,
Paul
salt
the
pans.
Paul
The mighty Paul.
With his
Paul the
cool-headed
Enchanter.
great axe, whittling septas left and right.
Oh, I love all that. That makes me very excited.
I hope they survive. I kind of like them.
Yeah. I mean, for some of the squiddier people we've got. I mean, how many people would lose during the Null Crusade just to like
Oh, we lost so
random
many.
null bull?
We
random
Quite
lost
a
so
few.
many men in the Null Crusade.
Quite a few.
I like to think of that meme of the dog during the fireworks, like thinking back, but it's us during the Null Crusade. Be like, ah, yes, NPC night number 11 and NPC night number 14. They died to the flail of death.
I think we lost everyone except for our archers, right?
I mean, Lorimer the Belly survived.
Oh, yeah, the
Belly
belly.
survived.
Yeah, but he just
So-
sat on a horse. Fucking...
Yeah, so did Sir Eustace Osgrey was also there as well.
yeah.
We also
But they were
even lost Tom
useless.
Maybury. How did...
More like Sir Useless.
Nice.
Yo.
Got him.
Yo, all I gotta say is that was the most successful fucking guns a-blazing. Fucking,
Yeah. Going riding with the magical attacks, both of you guys.
yeah.
Just shooting shit out your fingers.
Dude, honestly, I was half expecting me to lose control with my sword. I really thought.
It's not a hard DC. You just got real unlucky.
I know,
You're
I
so
just
mad
feel
this
like-
time.
Jesse's a scar, dude.
I'm fucking traumatized from rolling 3 bad rolls in a row and almost killing Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to make a 12. And my plus is 8, so...
You really fucked up. Gotta roll real bad.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
I'm excited to use it, though. I've never actually used the sword in a real fight.
Should get a chance.
As he tried to climb up the side of a flat wall. Parkour, parkour! Hardcore parkour!
Well, feel like we got some, worked out some of the kinks back in the Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
Back in the zone.
got back
Back
into
in the swing of it.
swing of
It's good to be
things.
back. Yeah,
Yeah,
so we'll do the rest of this dungeon here next time.
You guys will get to ride some boats on Sunday.
Fucking sick. I'm pumped for that. All right, dudes. I'm gonna